Peace be with you and welcome to Spiritual Court. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning back, welcome back, my beautiful Soul Tribe family. That means I've said something at some point and or another that has resonated with you in this particular lifetime, timeline, by way of high frequency, hopefully, that you decided to come back to Spiritual Court to see what was going on. So come on in. Shout out to my Soul Tribe family. I know it's been a minute. We normally sing the Soul Tribe song. The Soul Tribe song has taken on a life of its own. The Soul Tribe song is still alive, y'all. Sometimes, these downloads get so intense with that scorpionic moon that I literally just jump into the readings nowadays, right? But I heard Spirit say, you know what? We miss the Soul Tribe song. So newcomers, it's called the Soul Tribe song. Again, it's taken on a life of its own. We support the energy by way of high frequency. It's easy to sing along. Feel free to do so, or maybe not. Just listen. Either way, the people that know the Soul Tribe song, even the babies. Shout out to the babies that are singing the Soul Tribe song. Shout out to the beautiful goddess who sent me a video of her son. I think he's maybe 1 or 2 years old, singing the Soul Tribe song. Listen, y'all. It brought me to tears hearing that baby go, Soul Tribe, love and light, Soul Tribe, love and light, Soul Tribe, I love you so much, my beautiful Soul Tribe. Love and light. Yes, listen, I love y'all, okay? My instincts are telling me that we need to bring back the tambourine. Let's get our tambourine on. Come on in. If you're coming into the chat, listen, please be kind and rewind the intro. Sometimes it's necessary before we get to the meat of the reading and before we decide to leave the bones, right? So come on in. Archangel Michael, please put a shield of protection over me as I channel this energy for the beautiful Divine Collective. Who is the Divine Collective? Well, they're the people that were called by the Most High God and they answered the call. It's given, many are called, few are chosen. Few of y'all chose. Everybody ain't choosing. It's a narrow path, right? Okay, so you answered the call, right? Everybody's got a calling. Some of these people kept hitting decline when the Most High was calling them to ascend to a higher level, right? Okay, they made deals with the devil. That's what I just heard. They wanted to be spiritual rebels. Somebody out here is a spiritual assassin, and the terms and agreements by way of your spiritual contract, this person is being found guilty by way of spiritual manslaughter. That's what I heard. Okay, as I was channeling the energy, you know how you just rest up? I got real rested up. I saw so much in a dream state. I was talking to the mothers in the astral realm. My mother was present. My mother's mother was present. They called an emergency meeting. I'm like, what's going on? So here I am in the ethers, in the dream state, in between, the physical and or the spiritual. You got to stay grounded, don't astral project too far into the ethers, right? Yeah, sometimes, depending on the circumstance, right? And they called a meeting and they're like, yeah, there's a spiritual assassin out here on the loose. So this person's been found guilty in spiritual court for spiritual manslaughter. This is somebody that does their dirty work in the spirit realm, okay? Just by way of definition, okay? For lack of better terms, they're a spiritual sniper. This is somebody that hides in the shadows. They wouldn't ever dare be this person in the 3D. In fact, they could feel like a nobody in the 3D. But in the astral realms, this person feels as though they hold some type of self-initiated rank. Spirit says it's spiritual delusions of grandeur. Somebody's put themselves in a position that they weren't authorized to be in that position. They were never ordained by the universe, by the gods, by their spiritual birthright, whatever the case. So yeah, we're going to get into it. Show us this spiritual sniper. This person's begging. crying. Literally, when I was in the ethers, y'all, being pulled into what I felt was a very impromptu ancestral meeting with all the foremothers and forefathers. I'm like, what's going on? I showed up in the middle of the meeting. Y'all know me. I'm always cracking jokes. I'm like, is everything okay? Am I doing everything okay? Like, what's going on? They're like, no, this is a really big deal. So whoever this person is, you know, again, when it makes it to spiritual court at this level, okay, by way of the cosmic realm, that's like final call. That's like the decision and the judgment is final. There's nothing you can do to bend the rules. There's nothing you can say. So the only thing this person can do is go out apologizing, hoping that something doesn't affect them in their next timeline. So this person had a crabs in the barrel mentality. This is somebody that thought it not robbery to watch you put in effort, to do all the spiritual work, to break all your spiritual curses, and then like a thief in the night, or so they thought, they would just come and snatch up all of your spiritual work, all of your spiritual know-how, right? Now, we talk about this all the time. We talk about how everybody wants to be the high priestess. Everybody wants to be the divine masculine, the emperor, the empress, the divine feminine. But some of these people refuse to do the work, right? So they think it not robbery to be equal with God, just to come along to kill, steal, and destroy, or do whatever it is that they need to do in order to take what belongs to you. Well, listen, again, what they don't see is the more you ascend, some of these spiritual rules have been amended and or added to, in addition to the spiritual laws, 10 commandments, laws of Mayats, so on and etc. These laws have been amended to benefit the chosen people that are finally answering the call, walking in their destiny. So some of these people didn't even know that the laws, spiritual laws by way of the cosmic realm, was being molded and shaped in a way and amended and or added to for the benefit of the chosen ones. There's new spiritual laws, right? Okay, so listen. This person right now is in a state of apology. This could have been somebody that was close to you. Take it as it resonates, okay? They want to ask for your forgiveness. They're sorry, reconciliation, second chance. I don't feel like a second chance is going to happen. I just heard ain't no chance in hell. Yeah, we don't do visits in hell. When people going through hell, yeah, we don't do conjugal visits and the escapades in the caverns of hell. Like, yeah, you're going to have to burn in that lake of fire. So at the bottom of the deck, we got Mason, Eastern Star, okay? So this person could have been a part of some type of group, okay? I am intuitively feeling as though I need to pull this card. And so I will be obedient to that energy, Mason energy. Archangel Michael, please continue to put a shield of protection over me. Archangel Metatron, some of you need to really stay focused on Archangel Metatron energy, right? By way of balancing out these energies, y'all. So Mason, Eastern Star, I know when my ancestors come to me in my dream that it is an emergent situation. So I will treat this spiritual case as such. May my heart chakra be in alignment, that I say and see the truth as I need to in order to benefit for somebody that needs clarification and confirmation. This person is off the chain, okay? Third party in the reverse. This is in the reverse. So this group could have quite possibly have been dismantled, okay? It's giving spiritual sniper-like activity, attack. You were never supposed to see it coming. What they did not see coming with all of their knowledge, with all of their know-how, was the fact that you're divinely protected, that your bloodline is powerful. This could have never have happened. So joke's on them type energy. Yeah, it's like somebody planning some type of an attack and, yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to take this person's destiny. Well, what they did not know is that your bloodline outranks the highest level Masonic energy and Eastern Star energy in this coven. Hello? Yeah, it's like, hello, okay, and goodbye. Yeah, it's like stand up and sit your punk ass down type energy. Third party, yeah, these are my confessions. Yeah, like what is this? Third party, somebody now wants to confess to something that you spiritually already got clarification on. What does that mean? Spiritually, you've gotten clarification by way of either divination, meditation, prayer, ascension, astral confirmation. Whatever it is, you don't need anybody's piss poor ass apology. This person thought that they were going to go out with a blaze of glory or in a blaze of glory. Now that is a fact, but the blaze is hellfire, honey. They didn't know the fire was going to be hell. Okay. So third party situation, betrayal, fake people, hidden player, mass trick, stabbed in the back. Somebody sent somebody towards you. I'm getting a guy and I'm getting a feminine, okay? Yeah, a hit dog will holler. They're out here hollering, so they look crazy. Mason, Eastern Star. Let me move these cards around. I just feel like I want to do that energetically. feng shui wise, so we can pick up on this energy and align ourselves with it. So let's just see what's going on with this situation. I'm going to use the Kipper-ish and see what's going on. Shout out to the intuitive gang, everybody that's using their intuition. So you got abundance. You got Ice Queen energy and abundance. So this person could feel like you just went cold on them, okay? This person is intimidated by your spiritual intellect. They know that you know that you know. If not, then you have ways of finding out. Ice Queen energy. Ice Queen sometimes gets a bad rap because you come off very coy, very disconnected, very aloof, if you will. And oftentimes even mysterious, but you're somebody that's very abundant, okay? This could have been about your 10 of Pentacles, your destiny. This absolutely was. The number 26 could be significant. Take it as it resonates and leave the rest for somebody else to process. If it's not your story, it's not your story. Don't hurt yourself by trying to force these readings to fit your circumstance. Now, that does not mean that you cannot stick around for educational purposes. You absolutely can, but do not force a circumstance to fit your circumstance. It'll drive you crazy. Don't do that to yourself. Yeah, manipulation, okay? So the goal was to be not only a spiritual sniper, but some type of manipulative, distorted, delusional energy around you. Somebody wanted to attach themselves to you. Now they're begging for forgiveness. It's one thing to ask for forgiveness, but to beg for it, somebody's in dire straits. Somebody's in a desperado-ass energy. Yeah. Clarify. Somebody could have even did a shut-up spell. Yeah, you're coming out as somebody who is absolutely high-ranked. This is like two people. They could have done this to multiple people, okay? Something about your business sense. You're coming up divine masculine energy as a boss. You could be an owner of your own business, or you just have a business mindset, or whatever this is. You're built to be a leader. You're some type of leader. It could be a spiritual leader, high priest, and boss, okay? So whoever this person is in this group, the number 88 could be significant. 71 could be significant. Listen, whoever's in this group, whoever this person is collaborating with, or whoever they were collaborating with, because I feel like their group has been dismantled. Hence the fact that third party came up in the reverse. There could be some, bad collaborations that have been dismantled. There's really no other way else to say that. Okay, clarify high priest and boss. So somebody wanted your position. They did this to, they did this to a divine masculine and possibly a divine feminine, okay? So you got lust and you got flying monkey. This is like rumors, lies being spreaded about your sexual activities, sexual escapades. Flying monkeys is like rumors, gossip, very, very cucaracha-ass energy, low vibrational-ass energy, lust energy. Somebody was lusting for you. This person is begging for your forgiveness, because I feel like they went above and beyond to do something by way of being, they're coming up as a spiritual sniper. There's really no other ways to do it. They could have tried to do this through sex magic or something of that nature, okay? I just heard time's up. Clarify what's going on, Holy Spirit? Yeah, death magic. This person is crazy. Death magic. In the back, and it backfired in the reverse. Child, I damn near couldn't even get it out. This person could be at a loss for words. Somebody could be a stuttering, slithering, snake-ass Stanley with your slithering ass, lying. Why you always lying? You need to stop that lying. Why you always lying? Quit your fucking crying. Death magic, okay? Big Mason, Eastern Star, big Warlock energy. Okay, this person holds what used to be a high position in a coven, but that has since come and gone. That is no longer. Death magic in the reverse. Somebody was spreading rumors about your sexual energy, doing death spells behind your back. This could have been a divine masculine doing this over another divine masculine to take his position as high priest. Something about your crowning ceremony. Somebody wanted your crown. Somebody wanted your blessing, your bloodline, You are born in a boss energy. This is like prosperity. Neither will you suffer, never will you thirst. Your bloodline has put you in a position to hold a high rank. And so somebody holds or used to hold a high rank in this group as a spiritual assassin. Okay. But now they're being spiritually demoted. Somebody didn't know that the spiritual laws have been rewritten. Okay. Clarify third party in the reverse. What happened there? Death spell backfired. Yeah, I can't make it up. Third party sitch. So this is a Mason, or once was a Mason. I feel like this person's been let go of their group, or they jeopardized the group so much so that people are leaving this person behind. This is somebody that was trying to come in between a soulmate contract. It's a masculine. Okay, a Mason warlock, very dark energy. You have a soulmate contract coming in, right? So if this divine masculine is coming up as a high priest and a boss, you absolutely are 9 times out of 10 the high priestess mirroring this person, and you're in that boss achievement energy by way of divine feminine. The ancestors have stepped in. They're not playing about this spiritual contract that you have with another soul or soul mates. That's what your soul tribe is. Having contracts with people that you're supposed to connect with in this life in order to get something done for the greater good of humanity. That's what we spent the block for. That's what we reincarnated for. That's why you have those deja vus. You like, I did this before. I feel like I know you already. Yeah, listen, we've been rocking and rolling for quite some time. And somebody thought it not robbery to try to spiritually snipe you under your nose, is what I just heard. To snatch your contract. That shit could have never happened. So they did some type of bondage energy, death magic. Somebody tried to bind you to the grave. Whose ancestors approved this? What idiot in this group approved this? And now somebody wants reconciliation and forgiveness. Flying monkeys energy. Somebody was spreading rumors about your sexual energy. This is a bitter, Bonnie ass, bitchy ass, karmic ass, masculine ass. You got a big mouth, big mouth. You're the dime dropper of the spiritual neighborhood. Every time we see you, you're up to no good. You're like a snake crawling on the ground, looking for some bullshit to spread around. You stick out your tongue, right? Look at you, sticking out your tongue. You start spreading lies, and now somebody else has been victimized. You may stop for a minute, but you at it again. You always got to have the last word in. They call your mouth almighty, tongue everlasting. You ain't satisfied unless something's happening. Sit your punk ass down, man. What is this? You old diabolical, lustful ass warlock. Now you bound to that death magic. Look at you. This is somebody that knows that you have a soulmate contract, okay? Whoever this person is or was to you, they are no more. Spirit is saying whatever they were, they're not anymore. Judgment has been called down from the cosmic realm, from the higher realms. When divine intervention got to step in, and the gods and the goddesses, ascended masters got to come in, and the Orisha, the controllers of consciousness, by way of Lukimi, by way of Santaria, by way of voodoo and hoodoo and all of the good things, and Palo Mayombe, all these good things, whatever it is, your ass is grass, boo. Your deal has been sealed. Whatever the judgment is, it's something that you're absolutely going to stick to. It's going to stick to you. It's already stuck to you. The judgment has been called down. You are a spiritual assassin. So somebody was coming for somebody's soulmate. But I see like a masculine really attacking another masculine. So this masculine could have been trying to defile this masculine's sexual energy so that they wouldn't be fit for this soulmate contract with their divine feminine. I can't make it up. Here's the crazy part, y'all. Okay? And what a lot of people fail to realize, there's not that many soul-mated contracts. This is why these are so precious, these contracts. They're like, oh, that's my twin. Twin, where have you been, right? Nobody knows me like you, right? Type energy. There's not that many twin flame soulmate contracts. 1922 on the timer, just as I said it. So when somebody comes across somebody that is destined to have a soulmate, you got your soul tribe, and then you got somebody that you're supposed to be with. Everybody doesn't have these special contracts, but these contracts are ordained by the Most High God. That means you came into agreement with another soul many lifetimes ago. that you would continue to find them and they would find you, and you would collaborate in some way, shape, or form for the greater good of divine schematics. And I meant that. Just like that. Listen, okay. Schematics, a plan. Divine order. Divine alignment. That is the plan. That is your purpose. That's why you came back. That's what it is. So this contract is very, very rare. It's divinely protected, though, by the cosmos, by air, by fire, by water, by earth. It is protected by nature. So somebody didn't know that being naughty by nature wasn't going to get their raggedy ass nowhere, but just caught up in some type of spiritual jail that they can't get their punk ass up out of. Death magic. Somebody could be running from the damn Grim Reaper. This person's been kicked out of the group. Clarify. I can't make it up. Endings. I mean, how much more can we say? Somebody could even be saying, what more can I do? What more can I say? There's nothing. These are final decisions. That scorpionic moon brought down final. Now, this is the thing. You know, a lot of people, when they hear Scorpio, they're like, oh, shit, you a Scorpio. They don't understand that. Scorpio represents death, sex, transformation, rebirth, right? But not just sex. Sex represents, what are you alchemizing? What are you producing, right? This is why it's so important to lay down with somebody that's in an equal admiration vibration with you when you are sexual. That is scorpionic energy. Now, in this case, somebody tried to go to the saint of death, conjure up death spirits, death angels, okay? In the middle of what appears to be the beginning of somebody's prosperity. So says their ancestors. This has been orchestrated and divined for you since the beginning of time. This is your bloodline. And somebody went to the graveyard, death magic, to create some type of ending for you and a soulmate so that they could inevitably walk in your shoes, okay? Divination in the reverse. Interesting. Somebody's getting bad news that you're absolutely unbothered. You're coming out as the feminine energy to this masculine energy. So this is a very soul-like mated contract, a very special spiritual contract. It's one that can't be penetrated. It's one that can't be stolen. So what did somebody think that they were doing? Clarify divination in the reverse. Somebody's getting bad news through divination that this shit has backfired. Clarify this Masonic warlock. Wounded warlock ass. Spiritual sniper. You got the King of Wands energy. Clarify the King of Wands. Why is divination in the reverse? And the High Priestess. Child, somebody's divine masculine has awakened. Lord, have mercy. So let's just go over the series of events really quickly so that we all are up to par by way of how this story is going. As I see it, this is the truth. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Listen. So you got a ragamuffin ass, diabolical, karmic ass masculine out here lusting. This person's done this 1,000 times to a whole bunch of feminines. They have a trail of broken spirits and broken hearts. Somebody is absolutely a warlock. In their group, they were once high ranked. They decided that, hey, oh, there's a divine masculine and or feminine. I'm going to come for their spiritual contract. There could also be a feminine that could have collaborated with this person as well. So they went to do their work, okay? Whatever they do, a little wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. I see somebody mixing all kinds of magic, Haitian, voodoo. Somebody thought they had it covered, okay? So they did it all. They did it all, but you represent all the lineages, okay? Like, you dummy. Somebody represents every single bloodline. You are the most ancient soul to ever reincarnate on the earth. Can we just be clear about that? So as they're doing all this wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, you're sitting back unbothered, literally, figuratively, permanently, because you understand what's really going on here. You know that this has to play out. You know that this has to happen. You know that this is divine intervention, that whatever's going to happen to these people, whatever they were planning to do was something that they were already set to do. That's a part of their contract. So you sat back and you said, let them. And somebody was going above and beyond, okay? Somebody's getting some type of message through divination that a divine masculine is awakening. King of Wands energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, okay? High Priestess Piscean energy could be any sign. You know, whenever we pull the Empress energy, it's all the kings in the upright. Okay. But King of Wands is like a divine masculine going to war for his feminine energy. He's awakened. There's no veil over his eyes. He can see. There's somebody that's gone through it. So if you, divine feminine, were the first to awaken to this contract, okay, you may not have even known who this person was to you. You just energetically could feel this person in the ethers. I can't make it up. Lovers. I can't make it up. You could have just felt like, I know my person's out there. I feel this energy. I feel this pull. I know that he's there. What's going on? Somebody was trying to pull y'all apart. It's crazy. Have you ever seen somebody try to separate a soul? This is two people that share the same soul. It's a very special soulmate contract. There's not that many. Spirit says 10%. Only 10% of the world's energy by way of 3D experience, spiritual experience, do they experience these souls that have traveled as one, but can occupy two different bodies at the same time, or separate vessels at the same time, but they are one. They are one soul. Lovers. You could have felt like, I feel this energetic pull. I know my person's out there. Yeah. And this person awakened. Again, even if this is somebody that you've not encountered in this lifetime again and or yet, there is some type of special contract here. So your person is fully awakened to his power. Mind you, you had a spiritual sniper out here lusting to be this divine masculine. This person, this warlock, this wounded warlock, their goal was to take your divine masculine spot and be with you and take on this abundance and all of this. But the contract has your name on it and somebody else's name on it. This could have never happened. What's divination in the reverse? Somebody could be a fake reader. Yeah, somebody could be fake as hell. This could have been a part of some type of rumors too, as well, with the flying monkeys and divination. You're coming up as somebody quite intuitive, divine feminine energy, high priestess energy. Look at you and your man out here, honey. This is beautiful. Queen of Cups, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, and energy could be any sign. The Lovers represents Gemini energy. Twin, where have you been? Somebody's masculine awakened, okay? It's like an ancient god that awakened. Y'all don't want to mess with this guy. Why did somebody try? Whoever this Mason warlock is, it's almost like somebody fighting to the death over a feminine, but this feminine's contract has already been solidified with this man. It can't be compromised. Somebody wanted to come in the energy of your divine masculine, and they went above and beyond to do it. They even went to the grave, tried to bind you to some type of deity entity to create some form of an ending for you. I feel like when they felt they couldn't end your divine masculine, they attempted to end you, divine feminine. Divination in the reverse. Clarify divination in the reverse, Holy Spirit. It's all bad news, okay? Somebody stuck on stupid. Somebody stuck on stupid. This is why they wanted to apologize. And you know what's so crazy, y'all? Can we just have a commercial break? You know, here in spiritual court, let me just tell y'all what I'm feeling, right? You know, you got some people that are like, oh, spiritual court, you know, y'all don't have the right to judge nobody. You know, you remember that trend that was going around? We listen and we don't judge. No, we judge. You know why? Because when you go this damn far and you get this diabolical bitch, somebody got to say something to you. Somebody's got to remind you of the spiritual rules. Let's be clear. We got the right to call down judgment from the higher realms, from supernatural beings that are divining on our behalf, that are interceding on our behalf. We got the right to do that. This is spiritual court energy, meaning it's out of our hands. It's beneath us. But what's above us is calling down judgment. That's the spiritual courts of heaven. Let's get into it. So that's what we're saying here, okay? Unbothered. We listen and we don't judge. But guess what? Your ancestors called down judgment. This is a spirit realm spiritual court judgment. So while somebody thought that they were, you know, going to play around with the laws and change your contract, play in your face is what I just heard. Child, this person sacrificed themselves. Two of Wands. You could have seen this coming. You did. Yeah, you did. You let it play out. You were guided by the ancestors to let it play out. Your divine masculine is fully awakened, fully in his power. So whoever this person is, whether you know them or not, they are fully in their power, and y'all are coming up as the lovers, soulmates. Two people that are honestly, we're just going to say it quite frankly, quite literally. Y'all are kicking ass in the ethers, okay? They done woke up two ascended master, ancient god, war masters, death masters. I mean, y'all got access to all the mastery energy because you come to assist. The natural world, spiritual realm needs you. So your contract is vital to the existence of humanity. So when you got Mickey Mouse ass, booger wolf ass energy over here that think they're going to come with some little sex magic because they just want to manifest off your energy, it's minimum compared to your spiritual contract. It's a small ending compared to how great your calling is. So the ancestors could have watched and allowed this to happen. I feel like somebody included other people. They could have included other people. Yeah, there was some type of partnership here. Because I'm picking up on a feminine energy. So there could have been a masculine and a feminine that was like, shoot, they got high vibrational contract. We about to get them. I'm going to get the woman's contract. You're going to get the masculine. Child, they somewhere running to the church. Clarify. I just heard a baptismal is not going to save it. Okay, somebody could be running. Somebody could be hollering, Jesus Christ, help me. This ain't got nothing to do with Christ conscious energy. Not at all. Not at all. You violated spiritual law. Let's be clear. Okay, so now somebody's begging. But see, they're still lying in spiritual court. This is somebody that's begging for an apology. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. No, but you're not. You did this quite literally. You did this on purpose. You were intentional. Mr. and Mrs. Intentional, y'all was intentionally trying to be spiritual snipers in this bitch. You came up against some royal lineage that carries all the bloodlines, bitch. Are you sick in your body and in your mind? I got to call you out. They came for an old contract. Look at how many times you and this person have shared lifetimes. Six of Cups is nostalgia, not just in this life, but previous lifetimes. You had a contract. You could have been his wife in a past lifetime. He might have been your husband. In this life, maybe you're his husband and he's your wife. I don't know. I'm just saying. Y'all have been traveling. This is one soul. Nobody can come and separate this contract, although many have tried. And I feel like whoever this couple is, they felt like they could do it. Very cocky energy. Oh, nobody's been able to take this contract. Well, we're coming through. So they went to work. Clarify. They went to work. It's the Queen of Wands out here. They went to work. Possibly on your confidence. Clarify. And missed an opportunity. You didn't give a damn. So whoever this Queen of Wands is, I feel like they came for your Queen of Wands energy is what I'm seeing here. The Four of Cups in the reverse, this could have been somebody that tried to get close to you energetically and you saw right through them with the Queen of Cups energy. You're psychic. You said, yeah, you full of shit. All right. And your silence was absolutely golden. You could have walked away without a word, without any type of sound, or like Four of Cups in the reverse is just like accepting something and moving on because you have bigger fish to fry. If you paid attention to every hater that wanted to swap out their energy with you or destiny or unalive you, you'd be somewhere walking with these crazy ass people, starving yourself out of your destiny. But instead, you listen, you rerouted. It's given. If my train jumps off the track, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You put the track back on the tracks. What is this? The train back on the tracks. Clarified. Yeah, somebody didn't see that coming. Yeah, look. There's somebody that thought it not robbery to see you down. They went for you, your children, your house, your home, your job, your everything. So now the universe is saying, well, we coming for everything. Huh, what? But I'm sorry. No, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Somebody didn't want to stop doing something. Somebody felt like they could continue to do something. Mm-hmm. Somebody thought they could still keep doing something. Somebody thought they were going to do something to you and simply just move on like they had done absolutely nothing. all truth and reality. Show me this person. Yeah. This person, there's a masculine here as well. Okay, again, this is the masculine energy. I feel like both these people came towards you somehow. So divination in the reverse is, yes, them getting some type of bad, like, reading on this shit being backfired, or somebody could have already have had somebody around them pass away. Somebody could have already have had somebody around them pass away. So with divination in the reverse, I feel like on top of them getting bad news about the death magic that backfired and being bound to death with bondage, I feel like they didn't want you to see something through divination. Because you're coming up as the Queen of Cups. You're coming up as High Priest energy. Two very psychic energies, masculine. Can you close my door for me, please? Thank you, sir. You're coming up as two... You're coming up as somebody who's quite intuitive. You could absolutely be somebody that does divination. These two people could have approached you at different times to try to block your intuition. That's why divination came up in the reverse. They wanted endings to your intuition, endings to your destiny, endings to your soulmate contracts. They wanted to bind themselves to you through death and lust. Yeah, I can't make this up. It's your abundance that they wanted. It's the abundance. So whoever I'm talking to, divine feminine energy, you're coming up as the real Queen of Wands, the real Queen of Pentacles, the real Queen of Cups. Somebody figured if they could just learn enough about you or get close to you. This could be an Eastern Star feminine and a Warlock Mason, okay? Somebody felt like if they could just get close to you enough to figure out something or extract enough of your know-how and your essence, they could absolutely create some form of what they thought was an ending for you, enough that they could walk in your energy. The goal was to move forward in your energy. And interesting enough, the feminine is coming up as your masculine. So this feminine could have tried to attack your masculine through lust and sex, okay? They're also spreading lies. Somebody was spreading lies, okay? Getting other people to, whenever somebody comes to you with gossip, it's because they want you to co-sign to this dark ass energy. They're using your energy to manifest it, just so you know. So whenever you're on the other end of gossip and all of that, like, the best way to kill gossip is to tell them, in my opinion, is to tell people, well, have you talked to this person about it? You know how many friendships I've ended with people calling me like, yeah, girl, I heard. I'm like, okay, let's call her. They don't like that shit. I can't do that. I can't do it. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's just not my spirit. Oh, you a goody two shoes. No, bitch. If she's not here to speak for herself, then what are we doing? You're not about to get me to co-sign to this punk ass, low vibrational ass energy because you a coward and you don't know how to go tell somebody something in their face. If you don't like them, get them on the phone. Oh, well, no, I wasn't saying it like that. Okay, well, let's pray for her. Oh, well, okay, I'm going to call you back. I bet the hell you will. I bet the hell you won't. They don't like that. That's how you deal with gossip. It's a 99.9% chance that the shit gonna fall away. If somebody can't tell you something to your face, it is flying monkey's ass energy. And that's what these people were doing. And they were coming for your contract. So interesting enough, this feminine appears to be attempting to walk in your masculine's energy. And the masculine was attempting to walk in the feminine's energy. Boy, they were quite creative. And I feel like if you're somebody that does divination, they anticipated that you wouldn't be able to see this to the capacity that you see it, because the feminine would be playing in the masculine's energy and the masculine would be playing in your energy. They were doing lustful spells, death magic over you and your soulmate. Somebody was literally on a quest in the ethers, traveling to find out who was your person. Clarify these people, but somebody's masculine woke up. So now they're going through bad karma with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. This also represents them being blocked from your Wheel of Fortune contract. It's a contract. I don't know how many times we have to tell people that these are contracts that are created by the divine. Bitch, I don't care what you go do. Hello, this ain't got your name on it. This don't have your name on it. You can't prosper with the divine masculine that's not your masculine. Even if he has a divine contract with the feminine that he's not with, it don't work like that. The name of these two people only go on this contract. You can't swap out essence like that. And I feel like these people found out soon enough within their works, whatever they were doing. They found out sooner than what they had anticipated. Sooner than later is what I just heard. Possibly after somebody passed away, because I feel like somebody passed away. And somebody was like, oh, this is what we did wrong. Okay, now we're just going to come for their essence so we can show up to the universe, be seen in the ethereal realm, in the spiritual realm as them. We just need their essence. It's pretendo energy. It's pretendo. Clarify what's going on, Holy Spirit. Collaboration. There's one more person here. Show me all three of these people. Give me current energy of these people. That shit backfires so doggone bad. Look at the Nine of Cups in the reverse and the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Toil and labor. All that work, and what did it get you? Not a damn thing. Nine of Cups in the reverse. Wishes were not fulfilled. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Toil and labor. Yeah, in the reverse. A whole bunch of work. Somebody sacrificed some animals, baby. Whew. Somebody sacrificed some animals. I can't make it up. Seven of Swords. Somebody thought they were going to play in your face. I feel like if you do divination, it's somebody that came to you to get a reading. Or they approached you somehow. Whatever this is. Seven of Swords. Sneaky and deceptive. I feel like this group thought that they were all going to eat off of your energy and your masculine's energy. It's a spiritual buffet in their minds because your fortune is so wonderful. Your energy is inexhaustible. Your light can't be put out. They're just like, oh, they won't notice if we just take the light. But see, this is the thing about this kind of light. And this is how they got tricked out of their souls. This is the kind of light that once you taste it, you're like, oh my God. This is amazing. So much so that you want to devour all of it, only to realize that it's inexhaustible. That too is a part of the contract. This is a contract that's orchestrated by the creator of all things. So no matter what God you go to, no matter what God you petition, if they're out of alignment or disrespecting spiritual law and order, those gods can get reprimanded by source. Hello? Source, like the God above all the gods. Creator of all things. That type of energy. So this shit backfired. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse and the Nine of Cups. Somebody could be losing money. Somebody could be losing a job. This is a hexing energy that backfired. Clarify Masons and Eastern Stars. Yeah. Somebody sent somebody towards you with some lustful energy, flying monkey ass energy. This is a minion in the group. There's a third person, a third party here. So three people could have approached you. Again, if you do divination, it's three of these raggedy ass people. They all know each other, Knight of Wands. So they thought, oh, we'll just send in somebody who's really good looking. The goal was to present this person to you as your masculine, okay? With the hopes that you would, kind of fulfill this contract with this person, which could have never been possible. Again, these are contracts with only two people's energetic signatures. Two people energetically have to agree to this. They've already agreed before taking their first breath in this life. The day they were born, their contract was implemented that they would definitely find each other, near or far, energetically, physically, all of the above, whatever the case. So two people have to sign off on this contract. This is two ascended masters. What's going on here? So to do all this work and get absolutely nothing out of it, we could have given them a heads up, but I don't think they would have known. Clarify these people. They sent somebody towards you. They sent somebody towards you. So feminine, if you are somebody that does divination, they sent in a very attractive guy. Knight of Wands energy, fiery energy, passionate energy. This person could look really, really young for their age, possibly really good looking. This person could be riding on some glamour spells, okay? Whatever this was, you were supposed to be attracted to this person. There's supposed to be some type of lustful energy. When this person realized that you had caught on to them, it pissed them off. This could have absolutely made this warlock obsessed with you, and they came for you sexually in the ethers to try to sexually siphon your energy with lust and flying monkeys. And then somebody was spreading rumors, hoping to kind of tarnish your image so that you wouldn't be appealing to your person, your real person. But your real person has awakened. Child, somebody's masculine, divine masculine is in the King of Wands and the High Priestess energy. Can we just have a commercial break? Listen, listen, listen. King of Wands, that's war. That's fire. That's bitch, I'll burn this bitch down ass energy. Like somebody woke up. You should have never woke up the beast in this person. You woke up the war in this man, honey, with the High Priestess, and he's crowning. Meaning he's starting to see what it is he needs to see. This man could be having dreams and premonitions of past lives. He's going through a full reminder by way of an awakening. He's already set it up so that his higher self would awaken him at a certain point in this life for emergency purposes. When somebody came for this contract, this man went through an immediate ascension, quite literally, quite quickly. Was like, woo, wait a minute. Because that's the way his contract was set up. He knew somebody was trying to take his contract. So Tweedledee, Tweedledum, and leading the blind and the deaf over here is looking crazy in the Five of Cups. Why? Because they got endings coming. This could be like death in threes, y'all. Death in fives. Somebody got a lot of death coming. That's what they did. This is what they're bound to. Bondage and death magic in the reverse with endings. Sure. Five of Cups. We listen and we don't judge. Yeah, we don't judge. But the universe is judging your punk ass. And you did some whack shit behind the scenes. You did some weird ass, like energetic sniper ass shit behind the scenes. So the Most High put before you an ascended master energy, somebody that could have helped you. Possibly even educated you. I just heard ego had a lot to do with it. Somebody was a part of this group and they thought, oh, we know more than you. But what they didn't realize is that you have a direct connection to all the lineages. So you're being sent as a teacher. You're a guide. You're somebody here to spiritually guide people. No matter what these groups are, Mason, Easter Stars, the Coven, the Voodoo gangsters, the spiritual gangsters, whatever they call themselves today, it doesn't matter. You can tap into all their lineages. This is what they didn't see, that you were really the gift. But the reason why you're sitting in this unbothered energy is because you already saw that they were going to attempt to attack you. You saw this before you signed and co-signed to this contract. You just needed to remember, oh yes, okay, this is the part in the story where they try to unalive me. Like, you already saw your life play out before it happened? Okay. Listen, it's given predestined. So now these people are in the Five of Cups because death is here. Death is coming. Spirit says somebody already dropped. Clarify Five of Cups. Somebody already dropped and somebody's sick. Four of Swords is sickness. These people are exhausted. They're drained. They're tired. They put in a lot of work to get some type of wish fulfillment. And they lost a lot of their energy, a lot of their power. Spirit says rightfully so, because most of the energy that they were working with was harvested off of innocent people. Okay? Yeah, it's a wrap. Oh, Lord. Yeah, this is crazy. Whoo, you got the Star in the reverse. Star in the reverse is like feeling hopeless. Nine of Cups in the reverse, no wishes being fulfilled. All that work, and what did it get you? Look at all of this. Somebody did a lot, y'all. They could have even been working with people at a distance. Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Colombia, no sabe. I know talking to you in the energetic field, but bitch, you better not come talk to me. All these people going down. This is some type of like bullshit. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse with the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody was trying with their last breath, child, to take your contract. Star in the reverse. Okay, this could be two people that are destined to shine or showcase your talents, or just the universe is celebrating you. I'm talking to real spirit guides in the real world. This is what you're here to do. Look at this. Look at how the divine showed up. Four of Wands in the reverse. Fake ass soulmate. They can't transmute the energy. Six of child. Somebody's masculine has awakened. They should have never woke your masculine up like this. Under these circumstances, Under these motherfucking circumstances, this is like detrimental to uncle's health, okay? You got the Ace of Cups in the reverse. I can't make it up. That's like the divine. It's like two people showing up with what they believe is the essence of a feminine and a masculine to say, yes, hi, we're here to cash this check with the universe. And the universe was like, bitch, you don't even smell like the divine masculine or feminine. Oh, yes, but I'm wearing her essence. No, bitch, you're not. What you're wearing is spiritual sniper energy, and all eyes are on you. You see that red dot? That's us, boo. So I feel like these people been kicked out the group, okay? They a little sad, they a little mad. Are you mad? Are you upset? Are you okay? You want a hug? You want some love? What the hell you got going on here? Stay about them weird ass little groups, little sacrifices. Like, what was that about? Hold on, y'all. I dropped a card down here. Let me see if I can reach it. Ooh, y'all, my body is so sore. I call myself doing some squats. Who do I think I am? Oh, I'm a superwoman. That's what I tell myself. Oh, yeah, my body is sore. And my trainer acts like she crazy. Like, girl, what are we trying to do here? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, listen, whoever these people are, I feel like somebody's going to try to come towards you. It will absolutely be the audacity for you. Whoever this person is, death magic in the reverse, the death spell backfired, some type of lustful energy. This could have been a love spell and a death spell, because remember the goal was to come in the energy and the essence of your divine masculine so that you believed that this person was somebody that you were supposed to be with, okay? I just heard your divine masculine was never supposed to awaken until now. This is a part of spiritual divine intervention. When he awakened, the shit got real. That's what I just heard. The shit got real. Clarify what's going on, Holy Spirit. And you're psychic, so you already know. Queen of Cups energy, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. You could be any sign. You could be a fire sign with the Queen of Cups energy, because naturally you are the Empress. You're going to be all the queens in the upright. You already know if you watch enough tarot, a he could be a she could be a he, a they could be a them over there. This is why it's so important to come in with your best intuition and think for yourself. Listen, so you're the Queen of Cups energy. Somebody should not have come for you. They know that you know that they know you know. I can't make it up. You definitely could be in the spotlight or in the public eye. The star energy, big Aquarius energy, the water bear, you know, Aquarius energy represents you giving life. You're a teacher, okay? You're a healer, something like that, helping people. Definitely divination here, okay? And somebody wanted that spot. Somebody thought it not robbery. Child, I can't make this up. Your divine masculine is away. What's going on here? Hey, divine masculine. Hey, divine masculine. Hey, divine masculine. Hey, divine masculine. This is divine masculine. Okay? He's not your run-of-the-mill type energy. He's a god, honey. You got to respect when you're in the presence of a god who's emotionally stable. Look at these two people. This is beautiful work. You got the star and the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. Two people that's destined to share in some type of spotlight type energy or be seen or something like that. I'm not even getting this, oh, hey, see me type energy. It's like y'all just doing y'all work. You being about your Father's word, being about your divine work by way of birthright. Divine order. Clarify what's going on, Holy Spirit. Child, this is your person. Do we really need to even go any further? When to talk? Okay. This is your person. Ace of Cups. So if you got the Ace of Cups, you got the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Ace. That's like the divine on all of this whole energy. The divine is all up and in y'all's mix, in your soul, in your DNA. Like, this is like you got aces, honey. Anybody that attempts to come for you, a group, a Mason, a Eastern Star, a whatnot, or whoever, is only about to compromise their life as they know it. And that's just real. Who would dare come? Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups, the Star, and the King of Cups? And they still were trying? Clarify? Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups, Star, and the King of Cups? Child, somebody was sneaking and slithering a punk ass, spiritual assassin ass, sniper energy through the ethers, looking for your person and looking for you to try to attach themselves to you. Again, if you do divination, these are people that came towards you. These are strangers. You don't even know these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You don't know these motherfuckers. We're just going to keep it real. You don't know them like that. Somebody thought your kindness was a weakness because you got a lot of love here, a lot of overflow, a lot of kindness. Somebody thought you was a punk in the spirit realm. You didn't even have to raise a finger. They didn't even know how much spiritual protection you had. You just stayed about your loving, caring energy. That's what's so radiant. You never went into your shadows. You didn't have to. You got goons and goblins and shit that take care of stuff like that for you. Somebody didn't know you had supernatural beings in the ethers. Yeah, what's going on with that? Well, this is what happens. So 7 of Swords, sneaky and deceptive. Somebody was sneaking around, sniffing around, trying to snipe you out and trying to see who was your person. 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups is missing an opportunity. Something's not good enough. Somebody wasn't satisfied with their work. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. Remember, 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. That's a lot of work. All that work. And what did it get you? Not a damn thing. Clarify this beautiful Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups, and the Star. And the King of Cups energy. Yeah, 4 of Swords. Something's got to be put to rest. But I feel like in the middle of all of this, you were absolutely in some form of solitude. Healing. You healed. You did something. Whatever this was, when they saw you transmute death, I feel like it shocked the shit out of these people. They know these death spells work on people like them, but they didn't know who you were. But I feel like you're the bait. Your person is the bait. Y'all are the bait. Yeah, this is crazy. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure my music is doing this thing. You were somewhere talking to the divine when all this magic was going on. You could have felt like people wanted to pull at your energy. Or again, if you're in the public eye and you're doing readings, yeah, these are people that were trying to get close to you to see just how far they could get. They're coming very sneaky. But with the Hermit and the 4 of Swords, you were somewhere resting, seeing it all play out by way of going within. These are people that were putting in a lot of effort, okay? I'm seeing animals being sacrificed in some form of a sigil, or I don't know, what is it, symbols, or somebody was trying to open up portals or something like that to conjure up something very nasty. You are older than the planet is what I just heard. You're an ancient god. This shit could have never happened. What devil was they trying to conjure up? What demon? Clarify what happened. You're minding your business. Yeah, look, this shit backfired. This was to get you to take a bad deal. A bad deal. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. They could have also wanted to stop your work. Your work, whatever you're doing, is absolutely dismantling these lies. It's exposing. Your truth is exposing their lies, is what I just heard. You got the 4 of Wands in the reverse. This a whole group, a whole community, a whole whatever. Clarify the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse with the 4 of Wands. Somebody wanted you to miss out on a soulmate contract. This shit backfired faster than a cat can lick its ass. That's what I heard. That's what I just heard the universe say. 10 of Swords in the reverse. You got the 10 of Swords in the reverse, 4 of Wands in the reverse. 4 of Wands is soulmate energy. This was like a bad contract. It's like somebody that you weren't supposed to be with. Somebody figured if they bound themselves to you, they would eventually take you out and just kind of consume your essence, or basically take your soul. Like, let's just call it what it is. And they thought this was going to work by way of death and sickness and sex. My thing is, which one was supposed to come first? Was it the Black Widow energy, sex and then death? You diabolical bastard. Show me this beautiful divine feminine couple, masculine energy. Like, they didn't woke y'all up. They didn't woke y'all up. Queen of Pentacles energy. You're awakened. He's awakened. Whether you're together or not, you're on a mission. You got a divine contract. Don't matter the circumstances. Somebody thought they were going to be able to have the Queen of Pentacles and take this divine masculine spot. This is a weird ass, lustful, karmic ass warlock who's been debunked, deranked, bamboozled by his own illusions, honey, that he could even attempt to come near your contract. Look at the way the universe is answering these people back. Oh, whatever happened to the magic? Look, Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Eight of Pentacles is like work, toil and labor, working from sun up to sundown, sacrificing animals, burning candles, taking pictures, doing whatever. Somebody was putting in that work and you over here relaxing, talking to the Most High God in hermit energy, and somebody's in the Five of Cups. Clarify what's going on. There's also, there was also a feminine that could have quite possibly been trying to come after your divine masculine for this contract. So I guess they figured, hey, we're just going to come from all angles. One of us is going to score. Whoever gets in, may the best man, best woman win. Whichever one of these ones we could get, either way, we're winning. But the contract was never to be amended to these people's request. Never. Two healers. Look at the both of y'all transmuting death. Two awakened healers. Ooh, sure. That's beautiful. Two people that are destined for greatness. Clarify the Six of Swords, Aquarius energy, healing energy, sailing to calmer waters. I can't make this up. Look, I can't make... Look. One on the timer. This is both of y'all in the High Priestess energy, high vibrational. You can't come up to these people and tell them anything. They see everything. This is like all seeing eye ass energy. Two of Cups. Baby, they should have never let y'all discover each other again in this lifetime. And I feel like that was the goal. But when they attempted to separate y'all, somebody didn't know that y'all had the same soul. Did y'all see the 10144 on the timer? You are of the 144,000. A very rare 1% of humanity that has come back to change the world. What the hell did these people think they were doing? Now listen, your contract is connected to divine work, to divine intervention in this world. Somebody wanted your contract so that they can go and buy them a car. Bitch, if you don't get a job, this is how they were thinking. They were thinking a whole lot lower and less of themselves based on what they thought they would be doing with your energy if they had been successful in unaliving you and unaliving your person. Somebody was like, oh, I'm going to get a car. I'm going to get a house. This is why you bitches don't have this contract. This is why you don't have it, because you raggedy. This is why you really don't have it. This is why the Most High in the universe knows not to give you this kind of power, because you're materialistic. Money is easy when you're in alignment with the divine. The divine says, I will always take care of you. Always. Always. So the reasons that they wanted your contract for, even that, it's like, bitch, what? All this healing and light and love? You want the contract for what? The universe is like, what? These are people that are helping to heal the planet, heal humanity. Like, are you crazy? And you want this so you can go get a new apartment and a car? That's why you want this person's destiny? And so you can attract you a divine masculine. So you hope. Whenever you got the switcheroo ass energy on contracts and you want to swap out essences and things like that, you've already failed. You've already done your lineage, unfortunately, a dissatisfaction. Hence the fact that you've just put on more spiritual curses. You want to be somebody that you could never be. You want to touch something that you can't touch. Okay? So now that these two people have awakened and they're both on the same high vibrational energy, they wish a motherfucker would. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. Hold up, y'all. I got my matcha green tea here. These people could have never. Yeah, both of y'all are in hermit mode, going within. So you can see. Going within, peace be still type energy. You see what this is about? There's a partnership here. Yeah, this is bigger than just, oh, look at you, look at me, we're together. This is like answering a divine call. Higher calling, answering to your highest version of yourself. And you know that somebody's a part of your contract. This goes without saying. So somebody was thinking real small when it came to your gifts. And I feel like they tried to play you small too. Somebody could have even said, oh, you don't have a give. Because I feel like I see people that are coming in to test I just heard your spiritual strategies. To see if you really knew what you were talking about. And I feel like you're coming off with so much love and light. Somebody's like, oh, this old goofy. Oh, we about to do some work on you. And somebody got caught up real bad. You're very powerful. When you come out with this much love and light, and you really don't have to lift a finger, that means you fought enough battles. Look at these people. As soon as they jumped up to come for your destiny, the wheel was like, hold up. Like, these people try to play games in the universe like the universe is stupid. Don't insult the universe's intelligence. Like, what the hell? With your artificial intelligence. You know what I'm saying? You're a part of this group. You got initiated. You the such and such of the group. Okay. But you still got to answer to somebody else in the group in order to do the sacrifice. You still got to call somebody else at a distance in order to sacrifice animals and make offerings and shit for you at that altar. Right? You a slave in a group where you think you got power, only to be led to the slaughter. You're not a spiritual sniper. You're not a gangster, man. You're a spiritual wankster, dude. Let's call you what you are. You wanted somebody's destiny, Wheel of Fortune, and that shit backfired. Somebody's divine masculine is like, bitch, this King of Wands. Ooh, this person woke up. Person woke up. If he was asleep, he ain't sleep no more. If he didn't know what was going on, he knows now. He's in the high priestess energy. He's gone through like an expedited, like emergent ascension. Like the universe was like, "Woo, hurry up, let's bring him up to par quick. Wake him up." Bam! He woke up like, he's up. Ancient God. I can't make this up. This person is giving King Tut, child, Akhenaten as energy. What's going on? Egyptian lineage. Asiatic black man. Somebody's like all of the races, honey. Who is this person? This person controls all lineages, with the exception of the 13th cursed lineages. So there's 13 cursed lineages. That's what I just heard. 13 cursed lineages. Yeah. 3 of Pentacles. These people calling emergency meetings, okay? Because people are dropping like flies around these people. Yeah. 5 of Cups. All this shit backfired. When this man woke up, he woke up war ready. He woke up in war. Like, war is what ignited his ascension. He felt it. He didn't know where it was coming from. He didn't care, but he answered the call and was like, okay, I'm answering the call. High Priestess energy. His intuition told him that there was something that he needed to do. And then you got the ancestors here, divinely, orchestrating his spirit, giving him insight, secrets, and stuff that he need to do. And he's like, woo, 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 woo. Somebody's waking up fast. This person could not have stayed asleep a second longer with all this spiritual warfare that was coming at him and his person. Whew. The Hangman. Now, Hangman, Piscean energy, talks about seeing something from a different perspective. This could also talk about sacrificial energy. Let's just clarify. The Hangman. Yeah, I can't make this up. He knew. He woke up in a haste. He knew that somebody was trying to hex his destiny and somebody that he has a soulmate contract with, okay? This could be 2 people that are definitely in some type of spiritual holy matrimony in the ethers. Y'all are not to be effed with. It's not that many of these spiritual contracts. I'm not talking to everybody. This is not for everybody. 10% of the 144 got special soul contracts like this where you literally share the same soul. It can't be separated. And let me tell you, they tried. They tried to slice that soul in half. They tried to fragment that soul. They tried to break it up. Child, they thought they was going to be handing out pieces of your soul and everybody was going to be eating off of your energy. Eating off of your energy, kind of like eating at the carcass of your energy. Somebody wanted to leave you for dead, baby. They wanted the bones too. You know, they say take the meat and spit out the bones. So somebody wanted the bones as well. You greedy little bitches. Like it, bitch. Oh, you think we can get the bones too? Starving. Like Marvin and his cousin Carvin. Spirit said, don't put Marvin and Carvin in this. These bitches are diabolical. They're all in it by themselves. Yeah, listen. You got the hangman and the chariot in the reverse. This man woke up in a haste. Because whoever I'm talking to, I feel like you're a reader. I feel like you knew. I feel like you knew that whoever these people that were coming towards you were not your divine masculine. They're coming up as Page of Wands. These are like, what? I got a king here, honey. With all due respect, don't disrespect. Don't disrespect my king. Don't disrespect his divinity. Don't disrespect him as a divine masculine. Let's get this clear. He has been this person all lifetimes. I will know him by his essence. You can't come in his essence. You can't fake his essence. Bitch, stop sacrificing the animals. Quit killing the cows and killing the lambs. You should have made some gyros. You should have took that lamb meat and did something else with it. Bitch, why are y'all sacrificing stuff in Puerto Rico with your Puerto Ricanian ass family that's now cursed in hex because you thought it not robbery? I'm going to call my Theo. I'm going to call my Tia. Yeah, your punk ass Tia and Theo is being like, child, they cursed and hexed themselves over trying to come for this here. Okay? Why you put your people in the limelight like that? Because you were destined to do it. It was divinely orchestrated that your ass would fail again. Blaspheme the Most High God. Then you crying out, oh God, oh mi Dios. Okay, you crying. Como se dice, you're a liar, mentirosa. That's what you are. You lied to the spirits. You lied to the universe. And now your ass is out here crying and screaming and, oh, I didn't know. But you did know. Because this too was a part of your spiritual contract. This is why the high priest is set unbothered in a high place, in a high space, with the crystal clear eyes of the Holy Christ. Energy, awakened, watching, unbothered, knowing that something had to play out a certain way. So you sent every Jezebel on the planet towards this masculine. And you sent every Jezebel on the planet towards this feminine. And they all got annihilated because they could not pass the test. So clarify the chariot in the reverse with the wheel of fortune that came up in the reverse for these people. They was working their ass off to try to get your spiritual resume. Because on your spiritual resume, you got good seeds that you've planted. Good harvest energy. Reaping the benefits they wanted. 1/12/12 on the clock. I can't make it up. Something's real significant about December 12th, December 13th. Clarify what's going on. December 18th, 19th. That's what I just heard. Yeah, this is two people, listen, that have been together so many lifetimes. They will always find each other. They will always be connected by the divine. Irregardless to the circumstance or the situation, even if they're both in different relationships alone, whatever this is energetically, they have a higher calling on a spiritual contract. I feel like these people hear us say that, but they don't believe it. There's no way that they could have known fully what they were diving into when they attempted to sever ties between two people who are one, who have always been one. This is like since the beginning. Six of Cups. You've shared many, many lifetimes with this person. And with the chariot in the reverse, somebody's life was altered and rerouted. With the hangman and the chariot, these people did death spells, car accident spells, heart attack spells, break your ankle, break your foot, burn your arm ass spells. Child, they was trying to do everything that they could. When you want to manipulate energy to this capacity that you're conjuring up a car accident or some type of accident or whatever this was, you are now forfeiting your right to the forces of nature to beat the shit out of you. You called on the wind. So now Oya has the right to snatch up your bloodline by way of a tornado, by way of a hurricane, by way of thunder. These are gods that govern the affairs of men, women, and children. They are the Orisha. They are fair. But when the Most High God says, I don't give a damn if you gave Shango 1,000 apples and peppers and shit and whatever. You done gave Ogun some raw ass meat. Now Ogun ain't answering your punk ass. Because Ogun is listening to the ancestors. You think Ogun want to get in trouble with Source? You think Shango want to get in trouble with Source? You think Oshun want to get in trouble with Source? You think about the Allah wants to get in trouble with sword? They're not about to move for you. Because your intentions were raggedy. You are spiritual snipers. I just heard spiritual manslaughter. 2 of Wands. These people woke up. Somebody wanted somebody to get hurt while traveling. 2 of Wands is travel. The Chariot. Somebody was praying that your person get unalived, all kind of stuff. Somebody's like, please don't let these 2 people live. Please, please. Somebody was begging for death. Literally sitting with death, talking to death, smoking with death. Could have been smoking a cigar mother freaking Rex. Because you know death, something muerta. She loves cigarettes. But here's the catch. You can't send in death angels with somebody that has a contract with death. That means that death has to protect these people. They can't die at the hands of their enemies. That's not in their contract. So you're trying to collaborate with spirits that are on assignment to protect the Queen of Cups, King of Cups, King of Wands, Queen of Wands, King of Swords, Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Emperor, and the Empress. This is a part of their contract. Somebody could have never been unalived. Five on that timer. 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands. Could be conflict amongst these people. Yeah, somebody feels stupid. Somebody thought they were smarter than the average bear. Somebody's divine masculine is out here beating the shit out of people. I cannot make this up. He's coming up as the King of Swords and the King of Wands and the King of Cups. He's emotionally stable. He's emotionally grounded. He's mastered the art of war. He's diplomatic. He's not a battle-fighting fool, but he woke up right on time to answer the call to his spiritual contract. Knight of Wands energy. This is somebody that looks really good for their age, too. With the King of Swords and the Knight of Wands. King of Cups, he's all the kings. He woke up just in time. And it's almost as if he didn't miss anything, right? You know, sometimes people ascend to different levels. His levels were expedited quite quickly. Like the universe was like, okay. Get through grade 1 through 12. We need you to hurry up and do this in the next 12 hours. He like, what? He's going through cycles. This is how he was ascending. He's coming out as a king. Now everything makes sense all in one day. He's like, how did I get, okay. How do I know all these secrets? Everything makes sense in one day. I can't make it up. Because you have people out here that were in the spirit realm trying to astral project over your masculine, have sex with your masculine, divine feminine, but you know this is just confirmation. Presenting themselves to be you after they thought they were going to siphon your energy and be with this person in the ethers. The shit didn't work. Clarify what's going on, Holy Spirit. 7 of Cups and the Knight of Wands ass energy. Yeah, this shit didn't work. Dark practitioner ass energy. Somebody broke spiritual law. Wounded warlock, the Hierophant in the reverse. Somebody went against religion, religious activities, okay? They could come off very religious, but they're not. Somebody could wear a crucifix in the reverse for protection. It's a dark ass practitioner. It's somebody that's been doing this for lifetime, Spirit says. So somewhere along the lines, okay, you made an agreement with Source. Okay, this was at the beginning, okay, or in the middle or something like that. Something happened to you in a lifetime where you agreed to have a contract with the divine. So every time that you're reincarnated, every time that you're born, depending on how many times you've been here, you've agreed that you're going to have this agreement with Source to bring some type of peace, teachings, philosophy. Some of you have reincarnated as philosophers, doctors, healers, whatever. This is a part of your DNA makeup, okay? It's a part of your contract, okay? You got power written in your DNA, deeply embedded, royal lineage energy, and you got the Hierophant in the reverse with the 6 of Cups, okay? So there's somebody that's been coming for you for a whole bunch of lifetimes. I just heard game changer. So they've been coming for you for a whole bunch of lifetimes. You know this person, whoever this person is. And they've been trying to break this contract forever. There's somebody that's timeline jumping. There's somebody that's jumping in and out of portals. This person could have tried to be born in your bloodline. This could be a karmic family member. There's somebody that has been quite committed in all their lifetimes to come for you. Now you would think, right? Common sense would say, If something has not been successful up to said point, then 9 times out of 10, this ain't gonna be the lifetime. But you can't tell these people nothing. Your contract, your star energy, your beautiful, radiant, healing energy, something that you've accumulated over time by way of just having a good contract with the Most High God, is very tempting. And it's meant to be, because they fall for it every time. This is what Spirit is telling me. This is how they take themselves out. So in every lifetime, somebody is taking themselves out. I cannot make this up. You got to be kidding me. Just as I split the deck. Look at that. Judgment and the Ten of Cups. Okay? All right. Well, every lifetime. I just heard call on Anubis and he will appear. Okay, so something about death. They pissed off Anubis, y'all. They pissed off Mayat. They pissed off Sekhmet. Somebody could have made an offering to Sekhmet thinking that they could hide from what they did. She's fully aware energetically. These are ascended masters. They've awakened ascended masters whose names they do not know. That's what I just heard. Child, they don't even know what the hell they got themselves into. Clarify Mason and Eastern Star. Why these people want to come in to apologize. They're trying to get some type of communication, okay? Possibly somebody to do some type of divination, some type of reading. Clarify these Masons, Eastern Star. If you're just now coming into the chat, guess what? You missed a lot. You might want to go back and rewind the tape. Start from the beginning. It will absolutely benefit you. Or if you feel like you just want to pick up where you at, then come on in, right? Beware of the people that come into the chat that want to distract you from the message. They'll ask you silly questions. Oh, is this alive? Oh, thank you. Because they want you to miss that part of the reading where their ass came out in the reading. That's why. Be mindful of that. Okay, so listen. You got the 8 of Wands. Okay? Clarify Mason, Eastern Star. Give me current energy on these people. The Hermit. Somebody's in isolation. Somebody could be doing divination diligently. Clarify. Somebody could be checking the energy every hour on the hour. Page of Pentacles, they're attempting to make some type of a sacrifice or offer. What's the Page of Pentacles and the Hermit? And the 8 of Wands? What is that? What is that? Yeah. Somebody is telling this person that they better go towards you for forgiveness. This is the only resolution. Okay. So if they're getting divination and somebody's talking to them and you found out about what they did, death spells, whatever, they're being told to come towards you to apologize. Because somebody knows that death is coming for them. So it's almost like they don't want to die with blood on their hands. But, I mean, aren't we beyond that? Okay, this is like extreme circumstances. The circumstantial evidence is overwhelming type ass energy. Like, bitch, what are you doing? Somebody don't want to die with blood on their hands. But it's a little too late. Somebody did too much, y'all. You know, we listen and we judging this weird ass apology. Yeah, here in spiritual court. Yeah, this reminds me of the weird ass, insidious ass, reptilian ass woman that came to my page. And she's like, who gives you the right to call yourself spiritual court? You did, bitch. That's why you comment. I mean, I got to go, you did. You did. When you commented, when you thought enough to take a little bit of energy out of your day to comment and say that. You did. You gave me the right. You just forfeited your right. You could have kept moving around on the internet. You could have kept scrolling. There's millions of people on the internet that you could have been adhering to. But no, you stopped by spiritual court. Why? Because this shit resonates with your raggedy light. That's why the hit dogs holler. These people didn't want you to feel like you had the right to ask for divine intervention. You said, no, I'm exercising my spiritual right. I want divine intervention. I call down judgment. You ain't got to do nothing else. This is why so many of them attempted to block your intuition so that you couldn't see what it was that you needed to see in order to pray about what you needed to pray about, meditate what you needed to pray about, and meditate on what you needed to meditate on. They didn't want you to see that. Because the moment you came to the realization of what was going on, you said, you know what? Hey, universe, I'd like to exercise my right to ask for some type of spiritual justice to be served here on my behalf. I want to call these people into spiritual court, and I need this to be seen by the universe, and I need all information to be exposed and or made transparent. And the moment the universe showed up as your spiritual counsel, as your defendant, as your prosecutor, now everybody got a problem. Well, who you think you are? Well, I'm calling down judgment on you because you did something wrong. What you thought this was? So somebody's telling somebody by way of divination, hey, what is the resolution here? She knows, he knows. They know what we did. What do we do? They like, look, you better go in and apologize to this person. Somebody could also be traveling to a practitioner possibly to try to slow down some of this death magic that's backing up on their ass. Somebody's backed up with death spells. Okay. You need more than okay, I was going to say something else, but that would have been very sarcastic. And I just don't feel like I need to give the devil any glory. But the Nine of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, somebody's coming in with a piss poor ass apology because somebody is scared. So somebody's telling them, look, you better go towards this person and you better apologize. Clarify this person. Yeah, 12 in labor. Somebody does divination for their job. You could be in the public eye. You could be behind the scenes. Whatever this is, I'm talking to a reader. I could be talking to a whole bunch of high priestess. Your destiny. Your destiny, something that you do for work. Somebody is being told to come towards you and present this little breadcrumb to you. Clarify what they're finding out in divination, Mason, and Eastern stars. That this shit is over. The swords, they're being told to back down, to stop. I feel like somebody had already been told to leave you alone, but they couldn't leave well enough alone. Your energy, your destiny, your abilities is so tempting that somebody was willing to risk it all. And when I mean risk it all, I mean like they whole bloodline, they whole lineage. Like, did you bet your whole lineage? Yeah, somebody was like, oh my God, it just got to be this divine masculine. It's a masculine out here. Look, temperance energy, King of Pentacles, temperance, Archangel Michael energy, the Fool. This person was losing sleep over your divine masculine's contract. You got a feminine that was losing sleep over your divine masculine's contract. Nine of Swords, sleepless nights. Three of Pentacles, still trying to collaborate with two other people, hoping that they could get something done. And look at your divine masculine. King of Pentacles, he's coming out as earth energy. Somebody that's a boss, meant for some type of prosperity. Temperance energy, that's war angel energy. Your masculine woke up ready for war. I don't know how listen, what could have took you 10 years to get through? Divine feminine took him 10 minutes. That's how urgent the universe said that his awakening was. With the Fool, he like, whoa, let me get up and live this life real quick. What's going on? Judgment had been called. That's why. It's a tower. The moment he woke up, boom. They was like, oh shit. Yeah, boom. Look at Archangel Gabriel blowing the horn. Stop playing with these people. Yeah, the star. Somebody's meant to be in the spotlight with you. Ace of Pentacles. This is your contract. So this is what they wanted. Clarify divination. They're finding out that this shit is over. They're finding out that you are aware of who your person is. And this person is aware of you. This is what they're finding out. Nine of Swords and the Five of Swords and the Eight of Wands. Yeah, somebody is like, These people could have lost their gifts, child. Somebody can't see into your contract. Three of Wands is about foresight, psychic abilities, what's to come, the future. Three of Pentacles, if somebody's getting any forms of divination currently, right now, or they're trying to see, it's literally putting them in the Nine of Swords. They can't even see what y'all got coming in. They know it's something good, but they have no idea. They never did. Clarify death spells that they did. Yeah, on two stars. They wanted your crown. Some of you have a star, like, why am I seeing a star above somebody's head? This could also be in the form of what appears to be a birthmark. Okay. Somebody's been marked by the angels. Somebody could have freckles. That's not for everybody. Somebody could have those little moles all over their body, little dots. These are like markings from the angels. Beauty marks is what I just heard. That's not for everybody. Some of you have a birthmark in the shape of something that is a reminder for you. Your birthmark represents your divine path or something like that. Okay. Yeah, you got the star energy. Clarify. So they're finding out that y'all are both in this. Yeah, look, ain't nobody playing with these people. It's over. Okay, it's over. There's nobody that wants to help them. Ace of Cups energy. Two people have effectively, efficiently, will consistently, deliberately, intentionally continue to answer this call. I feel like, again, one of you was still asleep, and I feel like this person went through, again, an expedited version of an awakening. I ain't never seen nobody awaken to their like their self, their higher self, this quickly. But again, I feel like this man was silently praying for something to happen, and the universe answered. His higher self answered. Like, this is now, this is the time. I don't think somebody was meant to wake up before now, because this is the time that it matters the most. Yeah, you're holding up your end of the bargain, Divine Feminine. Whatever this is, you're already in your walk. Wheel of Fortune in alignment, High Priestess energy, and the Eight of Pentacles. You do something for work. You absolutely could be in the public eye. So the more you held up your end of the bargain, it absolutely brought in some form of balance where the scales were being tipped in your favor. And this inevitably, like, rose an ancient god from his sleep. That's what your divine masculine looks like. Clarify. Anything else? Apology. It's the Queen of Pentacles out here in the reverse that's looking stupid. Could be a Capricorn. They look dumb. This person's going to lose everything for trying to take everything from you. This is somebody that also could have come in to get like some type of reading, or gave you some type of offering, friendship. This person hates the fact that you can see what they did. Yeah, Capricorn, I told you. The devil represents Capricorn energy. Somebody was trying to bind themselves to you. It's like a fake ass friend. Somebody thought that, you know what I'm getting here? It's like somebody really gassing themselves up. Like, yeah, I'm a badass witch, bitch. I'm going to take you down. I'm a this. Like, somebody was really selling themselves like these wolf tickets, like gassing themselves up on some type of demonic ass energy. With the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, when they came to you for a reading, I think they felt like you were stupid, you were gullible, you didn't know. And so this made them feel like something would be like taking candy from a baby. Somebody could have even said that. Why'd I hear that? It's like taking candy from a baby, and then you shock these people. Look, I can't make this up. They absolutely came to you for some type of divination, some type of reading, okay? Six of Pentacles, yeah. And somebody was even laughing behind the scenes like, this old dummy, she don't even know, or something like that. But I feel like you needed to know on a need-to-know basis. Whatever you needed to know, you found out when you needed to find it out. And somebody just didn't know. It's a perfect divinely orchestrated plan. It's like your enemies just fell right into a trap. Following the light. Trying to steal divinity, basically. Spiritual snipers. Spiritual manslaughter is, yeah, spiritual manslaughter. I can't make this up. Look. It's a liar. Ace of Swords. You saw it. With the Hangman in the reverse. Somebody refused to stop doing something. They refused to accept the fact that you are the truth. They don't like the fact that you are the truth, the whole truth. This could have also had something to do with a smear campaign behind your back with the lustful energy. Somebody could have been saying all kinds of shit. Whatever this is, the shit backfired. Ace of Swords. Somebody's afraid that they're being figured out. Whoever this Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn. This person said, you are my sacrifice. So this person could have been a part of this group with the Queen of Wands in the reverse and the King of Swords in the reverse. That's what I heard. This could have been two karmic women, two karmic feminines and a man, or something like that. They're initiated, though, into this group. There's another person here, all right, that it's almost like at some point they were all fighting over who was going to sacrifice you. Like, no, that's my sacrifice. No, that's my sacrifice. Like that type of energy. And I feel like this is what kind of compelled them to go on a quest for your twin. It's giving that type of energy. Like they thought they was just about to eat off of y'all's energy and leave you for dead, honey. Okay? But with the Hangman in the reverse, this person could be afraid that they're the next to be sacrificed. Somebody's being found out to be a liar. Clarify the next to be sacrificed. Yeah, they're moving around. I can't make this up. This group is fighting with them. Five of Wands, there's conflict, there's arguing, there's anger, there's spell work backfiring, people are dying, all kinds of stuff. This is some big work right here. Somebody got to eat this shit, and it's them. Okay, so the spiritual snipers are now shit eaters, okay? Lion ass energy. Five of Wands, this person came in jealous of your gifts. Yeah, somebody's on the move, on the run, because I feel like somebody is feeling as though the only way to settle this karmic debt is to eliminate somebody in this group. But what they fail to realize, they all gonna get eliminated. They all got blood on their hands. They came from royal, ancient God lineage. This shit is not even in their books. This is not even in their classes. The little Masonic ass classes. This shit ain't in the books. This shit is written in people's DNA. They have no access. They could have never have known, okay, this type of knowledge. Yeah, this is not something somebody can teach you. Yeah, Two of Wands. It's a wrap. It's over. These people are on the move. Somebody could be on the move knowing that they're the next sacrifice in this group. Maybe that's why they're in the Nine of Swords. Yeah, they trying to kiss your ass unsuccessfully. You could be ignoring this person. Yeah, this is somebody that's emotionally manipulative. Somebody wants to now come to your side. Now they're in this woe is me ass energy because death is knocking at their door. Four of Swords, somebody is exhausted. It's giving vampire. Four of Swords, somebody's tired. They're exhausted. Knight of Cups ass energy. They're getting some type of news, okay, that this shit has backfired. They're also getting this anxious feeling with the Nine of Swords that somebody in their organization is about to take that ass out. And they're probably right. But they're all going to go down, if that's any consolation. So if they're watching, they want to know what's going to happen. All of y'all going down. Even the people that's plotting to take you out going to get taken out by some supernatural shit. Yeah, it's supernatural ass snipers out here that don't play about the divine collective. If you didn't know, you effed around and you definitely found out with the Ace of Swords. This shit is going down. Yeah, you damn right it's a missed opportunity. Somebody's like, damn, you did all of that. Clarify they came in and got a reading from you under an alias. Somebody came in and got a reading under an alias. This is another reason why you got to be mindful doing these readings. My beautiful divine collective, just pay attention. Use your intuition. If your ancestors say no, I don't give a damn how much money they give you. I don't care. Don't do it. Some of these people are going to get readings or were trying to come towards you to get readings in other people's names. These are other people that they could have been trying to find out their fortune type energy with the Four of Pentacles. So if you opened up a spiritual door and you're doing a reading and you feel like, oh, something ain't right, 9 times out of 10, it's not the right person that's requested the reading. Somebody's using somebody's name and their date of birth. I told you, these people are miserly. Four of Pentacles. Holding back information. Their truest intentions. Diabolical intentions. These are spiritual snipers that were spiritual assassins who thought it not robbery to be now becoming morphed their demonic asses into some type of spiritual manslaughter case. They've been found guilty in spiritual court. Spiritual court is like, we listen. This is what the spiritual courts in heaven are saying. But we judging bloodline. The ancestors and showed up to court. Who you think you are? You can't call judgment? I know. My bloodline is. Our bloodline is. That's just what it is. It's a 10 of Cups. Royal lineage. We came back to this bitch to clean it up. Shit. Look at this damn place. Don't nobody want to reincarnate into 3D? Look at the world. Look at the world. We came back to clean this bitch up. And clean this bitch up we will. I just heard karma's a bitch. Yeah. A really good one though. Somebody caught that. Somebody didn't. That's okay. This Knight of Wands in the reverse. Child, somebody's going to whack her off. These people come like in the lowest vibration. They come through sex. Sex is a beautiful act. But when you got parasitical people like this that just want to have sex with you because they ain't got no soul and you just humping and dry humping on a doggone empty vessel, they ain't got no spirit in them. You know, you can feel it. You don't know what it is. Okay, sit your punk ass down. Knight of Wands in the reverse. Knight of Wands in the reverse also represents reckless energy. So there is somebody who has the balls, the audacity that is attempting to come in. This is how you know people are gone. When they still believe that they can come into your presence without being suspected for the diabolical shit that has already been exposed, at the highest spiritual level in spiritual courts of heaven. They believe that they can still come in the 3D as a Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Wands in the reverse, Knight of Cups in the upright, like manipulative ass energy. And they still believe that somehow this is going to be successful. This is when you know that spiritual rigor mortis is setting in. And I'm going to say that again. Spiritual rigor mortis. This is how you know. These are empty vessels. Walking in circles. You got them going in circles. Oh, round and round they go. Meanwhile, you're being celebrated in the ethers, Divine Collective. Congratulations on your graduation, on your ascension. You're coming up as an ascended master. Somebody that's a teacher, a leader, a guide, an example of what the divine represents. You came to clean this bitch up. However you're using your gifts, you're being celebrated. Your lineage is happening. Happy, celebrating. Your lineage is happening. This is future energy. Okay. So this is something about happening. Something's currently active by way of the future. This is your bloodline to come after you. That's what's up. And they're happy and they're celebrating. In a very celebratory energy. It's very jubilant. It's a beautiful spiritual extravaganza. Congratulations. I love y'all. This does conclude this reading. Okay, take what resonates and leave the rest. I don't know about y'all, but a lot of it resonated. There's some weird ass energy that's going to try to come towards you, and it's going to get hurt because the spiritual orders have already been put into the ethers. The spirit guides, the ancestors, they've already decided these people's fate. So stay away from them. Okay, they have cursed and hexed their lineage. With inabilities to break any generational curses at this point. They're now bound to them. Remember death and being bound to death and curses. So that's what they cooked up. So we're going to let them cook. I love y'all so much. For all of you that donated, thank you for the super chats. Thank you so much for people that just came into the chat with beautiful, real energy. I really do appreciate that. Bottom card is the ancestors. Look at that. 7 of Wands standing their ground. Big ancestral energy today, okay? So I love y'all so much. I will see you in the next video. If you didn't get you some sage, get you some sage and stay up on your spiritual hygiene. I love you. I'll see you soon. Peace be with you.